So we continue with the impact of external factors. We talk about external factors. These are things that affect the business that we don't have control over. That's why it is external. And as soon as we understand that there are external factors, we need to analyze the situation using pest analysis based on what we talked about yesterday. Political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental. These things allow us to understand the impact external factors will be within the society or for our business. So that is about pest analysis. So today we want to talk about the market as a whole. What happens in that market? So then when we talk about what happens in the market, then it needs to talk about the structure of the market. And what is structure? Structure is simply talking about how competitive or uncompetitive a market is. So the market is set. A structure means how things are set within a place. So what is this about? What is this structure about? Is it competitive? Is it not? Is it uncompetitive? So if it is competitive, then what do we call it? If it's uncompetitive, what do we call it? What makes us to think it is competitive? And what makes us to think, oh, this is not competitive? That is what we need to go into and check. So the structure of the market. Structure simply indicates level of competitiveness within markets. What is competition itself? Competition is the rivalry that exists between businesses or firms that are willing or that want to sell their products to almost the same customers. It's competition because we all want to sell to the same customers. We all have the same strategy, and the strategy is to sell, to make money from customers. So I have to sell, you have to sell. If I have to sell more, it means you sell less. If you sell more, it means I'm selling less. So because of this situation, it becomes competitive. Do you understand what competition is here?
Yes.
That's why we say it's a rivalry that exists between different businesses that are willing or wanting to sell to the same group of customers. They are in the same industry, not like education and healthcare. Health is different. Or the hospital is not going to have, it's not in competition with the school. But schools are in competition with themselves because they need to get the same students. There's no students in heaven, not the students are here. So because of that reason, we need to find a way to get those students. To get them, it means we have to do more within our own jurisdiction. So that brings about the rivalry, selling to the same customers with the same aim of making profit in the same industry. That is competition. But if it is a different industry, there's no competition. I think we understand what competition is here. Do we understand this?
Yes.
Good. Then, the structure itself could be competitive and could be uncompetitive. Why is it competitive? I said it already. It is competitive because we have large numbers of sellers wanting to sell to large numbers of customers. Large numbers of sellers wanting to sell to large numbers of customers. That is a competitive market. In that market, there will be access to information because everybody wants to be the best. They want to convince customers. So getting that customer means you losing that customer. So everything that is important to do to gain the interest of customers, businesses will do it in a competitive market. Do we get a competitive market here? Information is always accessible, but there's no barriers to entry. Businesses can come in, they can go out at any point in time because it is a competitive market. But uncompetitive, when it comes to uncompetitive market, this kind of market, there's less competition in that market. It could be monopoly, it could be oligopoly. When we talk about monopoly, it means in that industry we have only one seller to large numbers of customers. That is what monopoly is. What? Large numbers of sellers. One seller selling to large numbers of customers. That's a monopoly. And the monopoly means you are the only one selling in that industry. Just assume we have just this school in the private sector. It is a monopoly. Then it decides whatever happens in the market. Do you understand what monopoly is here? So if it's the only school we have in the whole of Libya, that is uncompetitive. What? Sure, I will. We call it uncompetitive because there's no rivalry or less rivalry within the market. So citing an example using the school. If this is the only school in the whole of Libya, then it is uncompetitive. Then it's a monopoly. Because it's the only school that is selling to the large numbers of students we have. That's an uncompetitive market structure. Then we have oligopoly. We call it oligopoly because we have few large numbers of sellers selling to large numbers of customers. There are few large firms dominating that industry. So those few large firms have competitive edge over their competitors, the smaller ones. So the smaller ones are not likely to grow
This is monopoly.
Oligopoly.
Oligopoly.
Oligopoly. Oligopoly.
Illegal.
Oligopoly.
Illegal.
Oligopoly might lead to competitive market if the structure changes. The structure needs to change.
Can you write it?
Oligopoly, yeah. Oligopoly.
I thought it starts with A.
No, oligopoly. This is oligopoly. Please look at the board. This is oligopoly. It's a market structure whereby we have few large sellers, few large businesses selling to numbers of customers. It's not the same as monopoly. Monopoly means just one seller. Stop that already, please. Monopoly means just one seller selling to large numbers of customers. That is monopoly. But when we talk about oligopoly, it simply means few large firms are dominating. Few large firms, like maybe 3 big firms out of 7 firms in the industry. But there are 3 few large ones that dominate the
Are
market.
they working together? Or
No, they are working separately.
Ah.
But they are the ones dominating the market. Do we get oligopoly
Yes.
there?
Yes.
So
Yes.
with oligopoly or monopoly, it's still uncompetitive because few large firms are dominating. The smaller ones cannot grow because the large ones are dominating. So it does not give the smaller ones the opportunity to expand. They won't be able to. Do you get the point here?
Yeah.
I get it, but they are competitors. Why they are?
No, they are not competitors. The point is, oligopoly does not allow more small firms to become big. You know, it's only when you are big that you can decide things. You can exploit economies of scale. But when you are small, the larger ones do not allow you to grow. Do we get it now?
Yeah.
So that's about that. Then the changing competitive environment, the market will not remain the same. There is dynamism, things will change. So as soon as things changes, it changes the market structure. Please get the point here. Are you here, please? The market structure will change. So as soon as the market structure changes, it means it's either it becomes more competitive or less competitive. That is how the market changes. So I wrote, the market cannot remain the same. This means new entrants are likely to join the market, and this will bring about intense rivalry. So if the market changes, like new businesses coming in, then there's more competition. Well, how is there more competition? There's more competition because new businesses are coming in, new suppliers are coming in, more choices for customers. Because customers have more choices to make, that is the competition. Do you get it? There's no competition if customers do not have choices to make. They have only one to choose from. So whatever the price is, whatever the condition is, they buy. Competition comes because there's choice. There are choices for customers to make. So if new businesses come in, it means customers now have more choices to make. That is competition. Do we understand? And there's consolidation. What is consolidation? Consolidation means businesses coming together in the same industry to become larger and more powerful. So large businesses are coming together. They want to reduce the choices in the market. So they are coming together to determine what happens in the market. So when you look at consolidation, yeah?
They merge.
They come together, yes. They could merge, they could be acquired. So they come together to form a sort of oligopoly. Because as soon as those big businesses start reducing, or small businesses start becoming bigger by coming together, then it becomes like we are going to have few large firms dominating.
So it will be
It becomes oligopoly. Do we understand? So the market structure will change based on the fact that new businesses might come in, or some existing businesses might stop, or there might be consolidation. So how big the market becomes, or how much, the extent to which we have more businesses coming to that market will determine the level of competition. So if more businesses are leaving the market, the competitiveness reduces. If more businesses are coming in, the competition increases. That's about market structure. Is it clear?
Yes.
Thank you.